big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Brandon Ayuk returning it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Ayuk with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions. And whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They run with Hines. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Murray now to throw. Open man is Trey Burton. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some... Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On first down, Hines, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray dancing to his left. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Shotgun now for Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Max Crosby drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Prater's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Play fake. Murray. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Now it's Hines. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now it's Wilson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that's how you start a drive because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
First down, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Lane.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now Murray off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Here's Murray. He's going to look deep for more. Touchdown, Cardinals.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. On second and a long way to go. Tua. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Chandler Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Got his man. It's Fehoko.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And this one is incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Murray. Forced out to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Murray now on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Flush to his right. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A final shot before half from Murray. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flushed out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On play action, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Murray now on first down. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off around the 27. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Sheds off the tackle. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zaven Collins in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Another try after the first down sack. Tua steps away to his left. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Check, 59.
On second and goal, Tua dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Ayuk, the second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down is Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Touchdown! It's complete. Brandon Ayuk with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Cowboys get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray now. Into the secondary, past the 40. The 40, 30, 20, 10. 10, 5. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw. It's caught at the 1. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The return man, Wilson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Play action, now it's Tua. That is caught by Lamb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Let's get off the field. 59 mark.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua buying time to his left. Fighting through pressure. And this is incomplete. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Murray's throw complete there to Moore.
A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Murray. Again, he finds Moore. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To throw is Murray. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Micah Parsons.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now Tua.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Play fake. Murray. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. He's got a man complete. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Mike, check.
Now Tagovailoa. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw is Tua. Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And what with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They go with Jacobs. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. To throw is Murray. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Murray. Forced out to his left. Murray has the first down and more. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Back to throw. Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Murray to throw. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Back to throw. Pass complete to Hines. And some space here. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. Murray, one final try. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one.